So what I've been doing, and the key to most dieting is food prep, is making sure you have the right food available to you at the right time.
And we are the dreamers of dreams.
Living life, spinning like a merry-go-round, traveling all around the world, you know we get around. Good vibes only, you know it's the one and only Justin Bravo. Yeah, that's my number one homie, subscribe. Come on.
Yo, what's going on, Goat Gang? Man, my Facebook feed, my Twitter feed, everyone's about the keto diet. Like, all I'm seeing is keto diet stuff. And you know how I feel about the keto diet. You know how much I love it, how much I've just been a huge ambassador of the keto diet, eating ketogenically. But I'll tell you this, like, as I've seen my friends and family kind of grow into the keto way of eating, I've also seen a lot of mistakes happening. And everyone can easily cut out the carbs. Like, everyone cutting carbs, they understand, they can grasp what's a carb and to cut it out and not eat it. Like, that's an easy concept. But what everyone struggles is getting enough fat in their diet. They're not eating enough fat, they're still avoiding fat, and you can't do that. You've got to still eat tons of fat. Like, that's the whole goal, is to make sure your macros are 65, 70% or better calories coming from fat. And the way to do that is to download like the MyFitnessPal or any other kind of calorie tracker that allows you to track macros. And what you want to do is you want to track macro percentages. Your macros are your protein, fat, and carbohydrates. And the percentage that you're trying to hit on the keto diet are 65, 70% from fat, 20% from protein, and 5% or less from carbs. The lower you can get that carb number, the better, but you really want to focus on hitting a 65, 70% or better on the fat. Like, that is the main goal. So what I've been doing, and the key to most dieting is food prep, is making sure you have the right food available to you at the right time. So what I did this morning is I went over to Whole Foods and I got some organic, grass-fed, and finished ground beef, which to me is a staple of what I do on the keto diet, especially when I'm getting serious, I'm really trying to cut down weight. That helps me get there, because that alone, at 85-15 ground beef, that alone is a 65% fat ratio. So 100% right out the gate, that ground beef already is hitting the ketogenic diet. Now, I also mix in a bunch of butter. I mix in avocado oil, and that takes me the rest of the way. When you add those two things, I'm at like 75, 80% fat on my mixture, on my little hamburger steak. I'm already at 8% fat, and it is just rocking on the keto. 100% keeps me in ketosis, keeps me in that ketogenic state, and I'm burning fat as much as possible because I'm focused on the macros. Now, most people will cut the carbs and keep the fat low and just do high protein, do a lot of chicken and broccoli and stuff like that. It'll work. I mean, if you haven't been dieting, you will lose weight by going low carb. You will drop a little bit of weight. But if you really, really want to lose weight but also feel great, you want to be in a ketogenic state. Because what's happening is, if you haven't adapted your body for fat for fuel, then when you're giving it nothing but protein, your body's never adapting. Your body's still converting that protein at some point through gluconeogenesis, is turning that protein into glycogen, and you're still a glycogen burner. You're still a sugar burner if you are limiting your fat. But if you keep it moderate, low protein, low carbohydrates, you keep it high fat, then you can turn yourself into a fat burner. You can turn yourself into where your body prefers fat as fuel. You'll be in a state of ketosis, and you'll drop the weight the quickest, and you'll feel good because you won't feel like garbage. And that's what happens even when you start the ketogenic diet. You get the keto flu, and that's really because your body hasn't learned to be fat adapted. And if you are limiting your fat intake, your body will never get fat adapted, and you'll just feel like garbage all the time. And that's what happens on a low carbohydrate diet. That's why you want to be on a keto diet. That's why you want to be on the ketogenic diet. You want to be focusing on the fats. So what I did, I took that hamburger meat, the butter, the oil, and a little bit of cheese, and the fat's there, it's all solid. So now I put that in the fridge, and all week long, I've got enough. Off 4 pounds of ground beef and the butter I put in there, I got enough for, I don't know, 7, 8, maybe 10 little meals, and I'll just snack on it. I can either snack on it, or I can have it as a lunch or a dinner or whatever. Like, the meals are there, they're done, they're ready to go, and that makes it easy. It makes it easy when I can just walk over to the fridge, pull out a hamburger steak, I'm good to go, and I feel solid. Or if you want to snack, I can pull it out and do the same thing. So you can crumble it up, you can put it in a lettuce wrap, you can eat it like a steak, you can do whatever, but that right there is my go-to, and I highly recommend you get after something like that, because you get the good fats, you get the omega-3s that are in grass-fed and finished beef, plus you're getting the avocado. I mean, you're just getting so much great stuff. And I use Kerrygold butter, which comes from grass-fed cows. So you're getting all the omega-3s, you're getting all the good fats you want, and you're getting tons of them, and you're staying on your macros. Go gang, it is Friday. Like, I'm pumped. Like, I usually do this on the weekend. I'll grill up, but you know what I thought I'd do is I'd get after it right today. So this weekend I could focus on doing fun things and not focus on food, because when you focus on food, man, you're really just you're wasting your life. It's like, you know, I feel like we spend so many hours a day sleeping, and that feels like so unproductive. Then the rest of it's focused on what are we gonna eat for lunch, what are we gonna eat for breakfast, what are we gonna eat for dinner, like focusing on food. So it's like, how much of our life's focused on sleep and trying to find food? Like, it's insane. So if we can limit that, if we can just go mass cook, and that's what I did, just cook 4 or 5 pounds of beef, be done with it, and you're focused, you're ready for the week. That's the way to do it. And now I'm ready for the weekend, I'm ready for the next week, and I'm solid. Sometime next week, I'll probably go get some more meat, and I'll get right back at it. Go gang, I hope you're hitting all your goals. Hope you're working after it. If there's any questions about the ketogenic diet, hit me up, either on Instagram at Justin Bravo, in the comments below. I'll do whatever I can to help you out. And until next time, go gang, be great. But on the fruit, I'm gonna go inside right now. I'm gonna hammer down some of that hamburger steak because it looked delicious.